It's all about the politics. That is the main problem with modern Who. I guess we should start calling it like Nurse What instead of Doctor Who, because for Ncuti to make that gender transition to Nurse What would be stunning and brave. And maybe it's coming. Who knows? I mean, Russell T Davies is showing with his recent concepts and writings that he does not give a flying fig about what any of the fans think about taking the show seriously whatsoever. It's just absolutely crazy. It's a nightmare. It's really, I mean, this makes the Chibnall stuff look like brilliant work. It looks like Jodie Whittaker was actually just like a sane Doctor Who. I really think they push stuff further to like make the legacy of the past woke stuff look like, oh, maybe it wasn't that bad after all. I mean, that's the only reason I could think to do this, because it's going to turn off so many fans this weekend when they tune into this Space Babies episode of Doctor Who. Of course, I'll have a review of that, so you don't have to watch it, much like I did with the new season of Star Trek Discovery. Oh my gosh, it's just this is so sad what they're doing to these properties. It's intentional. They're destroying what you love and manipulating you into identity politics with it as a it's like a gaslighting sort of thing. Because they're exerting control over you. These globalist elites who are in charge of all this entertainment stuff are sitting there going, you will buy it no matter what it is. You will watch it no matter what it is, because we say so. We own this. This is ours. But you got to take it back, and you got to just realize this stuff is just bad fan fiction. These guys are not creators. They're just destroyers. There's no reason to support them any longer. All right. Whew. My name's John Delarose, and I hope you will support me because I'm not putting progressive politics into my books. I'm making great science fiction, great replacement, hopefully, for Doctor Who and Star Trek, things like that for you. Get involved with the Stars Entwined. I'm writing a new book that is spinning out of this series right now about space exploration. I'm actually going to explore space with it. Maybe we'll do some timey-wimey stuff. I don't know. But I've never really explored that before. That's interesting. Maybe I will in a future book. But for now, we'll do space. And I would love for you to check this out. We get some great reviews over the weekend from new customers. And thank you so much for supporting us. I care about you. I listen to your feedback, and I try to implement that. That's what a creator does. That's called customer service. That's called caring about a property, the opposite of what Russell T Davies and Ncuti Gatwa are doing with Doctor Who. So support this alternative. That link's in the description below. Thank you so much for valuing the books. And also make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Join us here as a community. Really appreciate all the new people here. You've been amazing this last year, and we're onward and upward. We are making a difference. We've actually had Bad Wolf Productions send emails to us, like angry Cope emails about some of our articles before. Crazy stuff. I can't believe they're paying attention, but they are. They're offended that we don't get it. It's really weird. But I've done a whole list, like basically in this article here on Fandom Pulse, which I wrote this morning, about how this is just a politically driven nightmare for fans. And that's what it is. It's just politics. It's the DEI, ESG crap that they're throwing into everything, whether it's a Sweet Baby Inc. video game, whether it's your Marvel movies. It's all connected. And if you look at it, this is getting worse because Doctor Who's really controlled by Disney Plus now. It might be labeled BBC, but Disney invested in this. And the fact that it's, poor UK fans. If you're a UK fan of this channel, I really am sorry for you that they're releasing it at midnight your time so that they can release it at a time that's nicer for people in the United States for Doctor Who. That's just insulting. Absolutely insulting. And that's all they do. They want to insult your intelligence on every move, and they just want to make you feel like you're a loser and like there are some people on some pedestal who you should worship. That's all this is about. And that's what they're trying to do. So here's an image from Space Babies. And you see, like, immediately, the Doctor is they're trying to emulate that old Tom Baker sort of look in a way, and they incorporate that into weird designs. They always have done this, but now Ncuti's here. This is a blouse. This is a female blouse, and he's wearing female blouses and female clothes in this as again just a visual gaslight for you. He's just going to be gay. They said that they're going to try to subvert the trope of the Doctor stealing the woman or whatnot. Watch, Millie Gibson, by the way, who they're saying that she's going to be bisexual. Also, remember Russell T Davies hinted at this because in the 60th anniversary special, when they bi-generated, He called it the bi generation. That is a play on words. I'm a writer, and people were criticizing me over saying this the other day, but this is how it works. I mean, this is the type of subtext they're trying to lay in there. He means bi generation, bisexual generation. If you look at Russell T Davies, he's obsessed with homosexuality. That's why it's being pushed on the show so hard. He is an HIV positive guy, as I understand it to be, and so he's trying to make the whole world into this giant gay orgy. And that's what Doctor Who's becoming. And so enjoy this if you're still watching it. Nikuti Gatwa already told everybody not to watch it if they were critical of this kind of stuff. If they don't want some crappy ESG nonsense in their Doctor Who, he said don't watch it. Tune out. And I think our people have already done this. This is the space babies thing. You're going to have these talking babies. It's going to be ridiculous. This entire episode... just from the summary of it, it's an allegory for abortion. And they've said this on top of things, that it's about reproductive rights, which is about killing babies. And so if you notice that's been the theme in the 60th anniversary or the Christmas special, I'm sorry, where the church on Ruby Road, they were eating babies, the goblins. And that's where it starts. The goblins are eating babies. That's a signal. That's an Illuminati. I'm sorry to get too conspiratorial on you, don't. But the conspiracies are real at this point, guys. Goblins eating babies is exactly what the globalists want. This is a depopulation agenda, and Russell T Davies is way at the forefront of this. And so that's what this episode is going to be about as well. He also has, of course, redesigned the sonic screwdriver to look like a butt plug. Sorry to be crass, but it does. And he says he wants it to get it away from looking like a gun. Now, this is silly because, he doesn't want to show guns in Doctor Who. How many times have guns been in Doctor Who? How many times have, full military outfits come and either harassed the Doctor or backed up the Doctor over the last several decades? I mean, it's insane. They've got assault rifles, but the Doctor's screwdriver never looked like a gun to begin with. It looks like a pencil. You guys are nuts. But everything is an agenda-ridden thing. Everything is an attempt to make things either subverted and sexualized and turned into just a disaster of politics. Now it gets worse. This is what he said in the interview just last week about progressive politics. Russell T Davies said, "If you're not writing that in 2024, what on earth are you doing?" Well, Russell T Davies, I'm writing better things than your shit. I can tell you that. I think our rights are in danger. Oh. I'm talking as someone who's lived through the gay liberation, all the way through the AIDS crisis, all the way through the freedoms we have now. I see them spinning and being endangered, so there's no choice in this. Oh, you're so brave. All they're doing is pushing it on us so that we don't have rights. Pretty soon we're not going to have rights to criticize any of this stuff. We saw that they're passing legislation in the United States, the free speech capital of the world. It's like making the Bible illegal. I mean, it's nuts. This is all a thing to try to oppress Christians and suppress Christian values. That's what it is. His rights aren't he can go out in the middle of the street and have a gay orgy in the middle of the street now. And if they tried to stop it based on some indecency thing, the police would get arrested for being bigots and hate crimes. That's how far we are at this point. It's nuts. And if Russell T Davies added kids into the mix, you can't criticize it. He also said in a different interview that he wants this stuff targeted at kids as young as 6. He wants to indoctrinate children into these transgender, homosexual lifestyles. That's what it's about. And if the most exciting and entertaining action-adventure show on television show can also do that, I think it's wonderful. Well, it's not going to be that anymore. It already hasn't been for several years. This is not the most exciting and entertaining action-adventure show on television. It hasn't been for some time. It's been a disaster. And it's all because the politics have usurped everything else. That's what we're seeing right here. Now, he's already saying, this is an interview from yesterday, you won't be monitoring the response on social media, asks Rolling Stone or Hollywood Reporter. Well, sorry about that. And he says, are you mad? Laughs uproariously. As if I'd come out of that alive, still laughing. No, stop. So here's the thing. He doesn't want to interact with the fans because he knows what he's doing. He knows damn well that the stuff they're writing right now is intentionally meant to inflame and agitate fans. It's meant to rub your nose in the dirt and say, screw you. And he knows that your reaction is going to be bad in advance. Why would you create that as a creator of the show if you were actually doing something for your fan base? It doesn't make any sense. So he's not. He's doing the opposite. He's making hate-filled, agitating content on purpose because he's a bitter old man with HIV who just is upset that, he has a God-filled hole in his life. And he probably has a pretty... I'm not going to talk about the other hole. Sorry, I'm getting agitated. But you can see they laugh at it. They laugh at the fact that you're going to be angry. This is how they think of you. This is how they think of you as just pay pigs for Disney Plus, for the BBC, for corporate America. That's the entire thing right here. And we've already got a early review on this. This is from Games Radar. Now look at how this tries to gaslight you. It may divide the fans. Now that's a nice way of putting it. It's going to make the fans fucking hate it. But Nickety Gawa and Millie Gibson make for an immediately winning new TARDIS team. It's winning, you bigots. You only hate it because you're bigots. They're amazing, even though this episode's terrible and there's nothing redeeming about it. Nobody wanted to watch this. Doctor Who fans are going to hate it. What a great Doctor and his companion. What the heck? How can you even come to that conclusion? Ugh, because it's about the politics for these people too. This is why they're the access media. They are giving in to these goons. They even admit that it's, in using that language may divide the fans. They know this is going to be terrible. Space Babies episode is going to be the worst episode of Doctor Who ever, mark my words. And they're going to tell you it's great anyway. And they signal it in the headline because they care about the access more than they care about being honest. Ugh. All right. This weekend's going to be rough, my friends. But I'm going to get through this episode for you. I'm going to leave a review, and I'm going to take it apart piece by piece as a professional writer would. Make sure to be here. Hit the notifications so you can get this and don't miss it because my reviews are excellent. Make sure to check out The Stars Entwined if you want to check out something a little different. I've got a full trilogy available, and the books 2 and 3 really are what make this whole thing shine. I set things up for the full trilogy, and it just goes amazing. So I want you to go for all 3 books. Grab it on audio. Get the ebook, get the print edition, whatever you like. And I appreciate you being there and appreciate your feedback on all this stuff. No progressive politics here. Leave a comment down below with what you think. Hit the like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.